Hi, Leslie Rogalski here. Welcome to another BeadSmith product spotlight. Today I want to share with you the LoopRite pliers and the SquareRite pliers. These are really handy tools for wire work because they are calibrated with markings along the noses. So you have a smaller size and a larger size, and the markings indicate that for the LoopRite, which makes round loops, it goes from a 2mm round loop all the way up to an 8mm. So if you're looking at the nose of the pliers, they have little black lines with the numbers on the nose itself, which is super handy. The SquareRite also has the calibrations on the smaller nose and the larger nose, and it indicates on the side again you have 2mm to 8mm size. Really cool. Square loops. Look, there's a little diagram on the card and everything. Very comfortable handles, nice action. So I'm going to show you a really little easy project that demonstrates the basic uses of the LoopRite and SquareRite pliers. Now, to do some of your wire projects, you're going to need some of the other basic tools. A nylon jaw plier, which is great for not marring the surface of the wire and for straightening it. A nice pair of flush cutters, wire snips. A very tapered round nose is handy if you want to get into smaller spaces than the LoopRite noses allow. And here's my working pliers, my SquareRite and my LoopRite. And I am using 20 gauge gold colored wire right here. It's 20 gauge, which is nice and firm and will hold its shape, as you can see in the little components that I've started to put together. So this is what we're gonna make. Cute, huh? You can put any kind of bead on there that you want that fits on the wire. Here's a little pair of earrings. I put an actual check glass bead on there. Just made a square loop at one end, a round loop at the other, stuck the ear wire on, done. 5-minute earrings or less. So the first thing you want to do is work from your wire off the spool, and you want to straighten it out because you see how straight these little pieces are that I pre-cut, and you're just going to keep pulling at it, turning the wire into a nice straight piece like I have here. Let's start with the SquareRite. I really like this shape, and it's just something different to bring to your jewelry. So I'm going to make 4mm square loops. And to use this, you're going to take the end of your wire and you're going to line it up with the 4mm calibration, and you're going to squeeze your pliers tight. And then I'm just going to push my wire across the back of the nose of the pliers. So I'm going to bring the wire up again towards the 4mm. Now I'm going to reposition my pliers, and I'm actually going to take this off and turn this over and line up the little end on the gauge mark on the SquareRite nose, and I'm going to bend up the next size. Now I want to make a decorative diamond shape, so all I'm going to do is slide this back on my pliers. I want to bring the long piece of wire to come out at a very slight angle so it lines up straight into that diamond shape. And this wire, the 20 gauge wire, is actually really soft. But after you get your shape, you're going to work harden it. And you're going to take your nylon jaw again, and you're just going to kind of squeeze around, maybe close it up a little bit. That just tempers it, so it holds its shape. So there you go, and I'm sure you can already tell what comes next, the bead. I'm just sliding it right on. Now, just to be decorative, because I started to make a chain with a diamond at one end and a round at the other, I'm going to use my round LoopRite. So I like to bend my wire just a little bit off to the side. Now I'm going to make a 4mm round, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to line my piece up, bend this around, and you have to reposition it, so make sure you're still holding it where the 4mm mark is, and I'm just going to bring this tail with my fingers to the bead around. like that. And I'm gonna line this up right at the wire, snip so nothing flies up, straighten it out and harden it. And now you have another component. Now here's a cool thing. What you essentially have here are little jump rings at the end of your wire. So in order, you can make a bunch of these, and then to connect them, you're going to open it like you would open a jump ring. And I'm going to take the chain that I already started, and I'm going to hook my little round loop in, take the nylon jaw again, close it, and voila. So there you can see that the LoopRite and SquareRite pliers let me have really consistent sized loops. It makes it fast, it makes it fun, it makes it easy. Another great tool from the BeadSmith, where you can also find other quality beads and supplies. I'm Leslie Rogowski, Creative Director for the BeadSmith. Have fun.